Hi everyone, TJ here, founder and CEO of Alpha Academy. I have important news today. Harvard Business School has officially opened its class of 2029 application cycle, matriculating in fall 2027. And there is one thing I want you to take from this video. For international candidates, HBS seats are more open right now than at any point in the past decade. This is not hype, this is the data. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly why and what you should do about it. Let's get into it. Here are the numbers right now. International MBA applications to top US programs down 40%. That's from GMAC's 2026 white paper. H-1B registrations down 27% from 470,000 last year to 343,000 this year. USCIS data, new international student enrollments in the US down 17% in fall 2025 per IIE, and top 10 MBA applications overall, down 20 to 30% for rounds 1 and 2 combined for poets and quants. What's happening? The world's most talented professionals are walking away from the US MBA. They've decided the visa risk, the cost, the political climate, it's not worth it anymore. And that creates one of the rarest opportunities in recent admissions history. The conclusion is simple. HBS seats are more open right now than at any point in the last decade. I'll repeat that. More open right now than at any point in the last decade. This is not me telling you what I hope is true. This is what the data shows. Talk to anyone close to HBS admissions and they'll confirm the same thing. If you've ever thought about Harvard, this is the cycle. But you might be asking, if the MBA market is wide open, why specifically Harvard? 3 reasons. 3 things only HBS delivers. 1, the strongest alumni network on earth. 50,000 plus alumni, Sheryl Sandberg, Michael Bloomberg, Jamie Dimon, Ray Dalio. Wherever you go in the world, there's a Harvard thread that connects to someone who matters. 2, the world's #1 founder ecosystem. About 8% of HBS graduates start their own company, dramatically higher than any other top MBA. Spotify, Stripe, Cloudflare, Stitch Fix, all co-founded by HBS alumni. 3, 100 years of case method, 2 years. 500 plus live business cases. You're not taught the answer. You're forced to decide as the executive in the chair every single day. That's what builds the speed and judgment of an HBS graduate. You cannot get this combination anywhere else. Here are the numbers behind today's HBS class of 2026. 930 students from over 70 countries, 35% international, 45% women, median GMAT 730, average GPA 3.76, 5 years average work experience. Average age 27, acceptance rate roughly 10 to 12%, drawn from 296 different universities, engineering background 24%, business 22, economics 19, math and physical sciences 19. So this is not just business majors, it's a remarkably diverse, accomplished, multidisciplinary cohort. This is who you'll be sitting next to. Now the employment outcomes, and they're outstanding. 90% of HBS graduates are employed within 3 months of graduation. Median base salary, $184,500. That's the highest in the entire US MBA market. Plus a median signing bonus of $30,000 and a median variable bonus of $46,000, with many graduates well above that. Year 3 out, the median all-in compensation lands at about $260,000. That's per Financial Times alumni survey data. And one number I want to highlight, 8% of HBS graduates start their own company. That is dramatically higher than any other top MBA. It tells you everything about the kind of person HBS produces and the kind of ecosystem you're stepping into. By industry, every single category pays. Other financial services, $192,000 base. Consulting, $190,000. McKinsey, BCG, Bain Private Equity, $188,000 base, plus an average variable bonus of $150,000. 87% of PE hires get that variable. Tech, $178,000. With product manager roles at Apple, Google, Meta, and now OpenAI, Anthropic, Perplexity, frequently above $200,000. Investment banking, $175,000 base, plus $83,000 average variable bonus. Healthcare, $160,000. Every industry pays, and every industry recruits HBS first. 5 trends defining today's HBS that you need to know. 1. DSAIL is now a required course. Data Science and AI for Leaders, co-led by Karim Lakhani and Ayavor Bojinov. The world's first AI-native required MBA course, launched 2025. Cases on OpenAI, Anthropic, Moderna. Students using Julius.ai live in class. 2. Tech and AI placements are surging. OpenAI, Anthropic, Perplexity, Mistral all now treat HBS as a primary recruiting school. 3. Case method evolved. AI, geopolitics, climate, supply chain. The cases now reflect the real challenges of today's executive. 4. The founder network is the strongest on the planet. 8% start companies. Sequoia, a 16Z, Founders Fund Partners, all HBS alumni. 5. The HBS brand is recession-proof. Look at the data after the 2008 crisis and after COVID. HBS employment outcomes pulled ahead of M7 peers in both cycles. This is the cycle HBS was built for. Here's the schedule. Round 1, September 2026. Round 2, January 2027. That's it. There is no round 3. HBS gives you only 2 chances. Miss round 1 and your options are cut in half. That's why round 1 is everything. 4 reasons to absolutely submit in round 1. 1. With international applications down 40%, R1 is mathematically where your odds are highest. 2. Scholarships are front-loaded to R1. HBS need-based. Fellowships go up to $80,000 a year. That's $160,000 across 2 years. And that pool is heavily allocated to R1 applicants. 3. Logistics runway. Boston housing near campus is brutal. R2 admits regularly get shut out of on-campus housing. R1 gives you time to actually move your life. 4. R1 candidates write better applications. R2 is mostly people who missed R1, meaning their strategy ran out of time. R1 submissions have higher polish, full stop. It's May right now. Start today, and the September deadline is fully achievable. Now, how do you actually win? 4 pillars. Pillar 1. Your resume must be Goldman Sachs level, plus a leadership story. Admissions reads your resume first. They decide whether to interview you in the first 15 seconds. Quantified achievements. Leadership is a story, not a list. Resonance with the HBS mission. Leaders who make a difference in the world. 1 page, perfect layout, 0 typos. At Aruhua Dubaizazu, I personally applied the exact Goldman Sachs IBD resume standard I used as a banker. Pillar 2, the essays. 3 essays, 800 words total. Every sentence has to earn its place. Business-minded, 300 words. How your choices shaped your career path. Leadership-focused, 250 words. How you invest in others and how you lead. Growth-oriented, 250 words. How curiosity has influenced your growth. Short essays demand maximum density. At Aruhua Dubaizazu, our standard is 15 to 20 revision rounds per essay, because that's what it takes to write something HBS admissions actually wants to read. Pillar 3. And HBS has a trap most candidates don't know about. The interview is a 30-minute one-on-one with the admissions board. Customized questions based on your full file. But then comes the trap. Within 24 hours of your interview, you have to submit a written post-interview reflection. This is your last chance to recover anything you didn't communicate in the room. Most candidates are exhausted by the time they get to it, and they submit something sloppy. That's where most rejections actually happen. At Aruhua Dubaizazu, we've built a proprietary playbook for the post-interview reflection from years of HBS admit data. No one else has this. Pillar 4, tests. Hit the floor fast. HBS medians, GMAT 730, GRE verbal 165, quant 163. Below those, you're not in the conversation. Important, HBS does not accept the executive assessment. You're choosing between GMAT and GRE. We'll determine the right one based on your profile. At Aruhua Dubaizazu, test prep starts at roughly 100,000 yen, about $700. You do not need to pay 500,000 yen to a traditional prep mill. Finish testing in 2 to 3 months. Pour the rest into resume, essays, and interview prep. Quick word about me before we close. I'm Toshihiko Irisumi, TJ MBA from the University of Chicago Booth School of Business. Before that, Goldman Sachs Investment Banking Division. Before that, Sumitomo Corporation. I've been running Aruhua Dubaizazu for 18 plus years, supported 80,000 plus clients with full admit records to every M7 and top 15 program every year. The trading company to MBA to foreign IB to fund path, I walked it myself, and I've sent hundreds of clients down it. So let me close. The data is in. For international candidates, Harvard MBA seats are more open right now than at any point in the last decade. Round 1 is September 2026. There is no round 3. You have 2 chances. And the first one is the one that matters. If you've ever seriously thought about Harvard, this is the cycle. Next year, applications will recover. The year after, we're back to brutal admissions. The window is now. Your next step is a free 30 to 60-minute consultation with me personally. No cost. We'll review your profile, design your HBS strategy, plan your portfolio with Stanford, Wharton, Columbia, Booth, set your test targets, your resume angle, and the direction of all 3 essays, all in one session. Reach out today through our website. Link in the description below. Let's go take Harvard MBA together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.